Hello, welcome to Arsenal Match TV, and I'm your host Tops. This is my very first video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the game that I went to. It was Arsenal versus Southampton, the first ever league game I've ever gone to, and Arsenal ended up winning 2-1. Now, before the game, I was thinking, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to win this game. I was confident. I was thinking we've got new players like Mustafi, we've got Lucas Perez, we've got people like Granit Xhaka. Can't wait to see all these players. And I seen the team news, and I was surprised that Xhaka weren't playing. I was thinking, why is he not playing for? Like, I mean, I know he got sent off in a week, but I was thinking he would be a definite starter because he had a fantastic game against Watford. But other than that, I was happy that someone like Lucas Perez was starting up front. I couldn't wait to see him play, and someone like Mustafi, him and Koscielny. I'm thinking I'm looking forward to this partnership because I think this could be one of the best in the league if it can go off to a good start. So I was quite happy with the team. Probably Xhaka I would have swapped with either Cazorla or Coquelin, but apart from that, I was happy with the team. So I've gone to the game now. I'm all gassed up. Can't wait for it to start. And the game started quite slow. And when I mean slow, it was slow. Like, we were passing it around the back four. Southampton were deep. So it was just like tick-a-tacker, passing. Nothing really happened in the game. In the early parts of the game anyway. Mustafi, he looked a bit nervous during the start of the game. He was kicking balls in the front row. He's kicking it back to Southampton players. And there was quite a few groans and moans between the Arsenal fans. Like, oh, just calm down, You're Koscielny now. You're with a proper defender. You're in a big team. You're with Arsenal. You're not with Valencia anymore. You don't have to kick it to the third row and get back to your defensive position. You can chill. You understand? So I was like, and I seen Koscielny tell him, like, calm yourself, man. Calm. You don't need to be throwing it to the 18th row and all them thing there. Just calm yourself. And that's what he did. Like, after that, he was kind of calm still, yeah. He was like, oh, you know what? I can just pass it to Bellerin or Monreal, or I can keep possession rather than just hoofing it or hitting and hoping. So that kind of improved his game. So big up to Koscielny for telling them that still. Lucas Perez, he had a few nice touches, a few give and goes, 1-2s with Mesut Ozil, 1-2 with Cazorla. But he kind of came off as like a winger. I mean, I was really hoping for him to be that fox in the box, goal hanger. That Jermaine Defoe, that Ian Wright. Them ones where they don't do nothing all game and they get a hat trick out of nothing, and you're thinking, what? How have they got a hat trick? Because he's just goal hanging. He's just picking up the scraps. He's making sure he's scoring. You know what I'm saying? But he was more of a link-up player, which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate him doing these bits for the team. And I thought he had a couple of nice touches, but there was some miscommunication problems at the start of the game as well, where he was giving it away or he's getting muscled off the ball. But I think he's going to improve in that. It was his first game, so you got to give him a bly. You see me? So I think after that, it was kind of a slow start, and then Southampton took the lead. Their first attack, and again, it's the same old problems with Arsenal. Couple of passes, and they're through on goal. So I think it was Tadic to Redmond. Played a nice little ball through, went past, I think, Coquelin, and then he only had Monreal to beat. And then if he beat Monreal, we would have been through on goal, one-on-one with Czech. So Monreal had to take him down, got a yellow card for it. And then from the resulting free kick, I think Tadic, he did hit quite a good free kick. I mean, I think Czech saved it onto the bar, and it hit back off Czech's back and went into the goal. I wasn't really sure if he scored, because obviously I was at the other end of the pitch. So I was thinking, oh, has he scored? And then I just heard the Southampton lot like cheering their heads off. And I was thinking, oh, for God's sake, just my luck. The first ever game, and we're 1-0 down to a Czech own goal. Like, this only could happen to me, innit? Like, one of them ones. So I was thinking, great. And then, to be honest with you, Southampton didn't really do anything. They sat back, but they waited for their opportunity. And that's what every single team does that at the Emirates now. That is the game plan to do. Sit back, defend. Arsenal are going to miss a handful of chances. And then the one chance we get, we'll score. And that's what happened. So 1-0 down. I mean, you could kind of say that was a blessing in disguise, because Arsenal really did up their tempo after that. People like Cazorla were getting on the ball more. He was trying to ping passes together, trying to put through balls in, rare. And we got a corner that Cazorla took, and from the resulting corner, there was a scramble in the box for Southampton. He didn't get it clear. And then next thing I seen, because he was at my end, some guy just did an overhead kick and scored. I was thinking, Draw! I was so gassed. I was like, Raw! Who scored it? I was thinking, what, is it Perez, or was Ozil doing overhead kicks? Then I heard the tannoy, he was like, Laura Koscielny. I was like, raw! Koscielny's got techers! I was like, okay, my man. So yeah, back of the net, man, back of the net, 1-1. Everything was nice. So I was thinking, you know what, let's go and win this game 3-4-1. Like, them ones there, I was thinking, we're going to take advantage of this now. We're on top. And then after that, game just fizzled out. Like, the half time came, no real more chances. I think we scored maybe in the 30th minute, 29th minute, one of them ones. But the game kind of pizzled out. There's no real other chances that we created. I think Theo Walcott was putting a few decent balls in the box, but we didn't have Giroud, so there was literally no point. Perez was moving on to the left, moving on to the right. He wasn't even in the box. Like, he was trying to do Chamberlain's job, because Chamberlain was getting past people, but his balls in the box, they were poor, man. They were going out of play. I'm thinking, come on, Chamberlain, this is your chance, man. You know, you're taking the fullback on. Make sure you put the ball in a decent area, and then you can be like, well, yo, you were in the box, so don't blame me. But when you know, your crosses are going to row Z, you know, it's not ideal, man. It's not ideal. You got to fix up. You got to fix up. So it was half time. I'm thinking, you know what? We're not played great, because we hadn't created that many chances. We had the one shot on target, you know what I mean, which was the overhead kick. So we hadn't created that many chances. You know, second half soon come. Shane Long got brought on for Southampton, and you know, we started the game, the second half, quite well. We were passing it quicker. We had, I think, Mezzo had a chance that was blocked. Santi Cazorla had a shot that was blocked. Perez putting a good ball in that was cleared away, and then Perez was starting to get into the game, and then that's when, during the 60th minute, Arsene Wenger made changes and put Giroud on for Perez, and I was thinking, nah, Perez was starting to, you know, get a grip on the game, you know, linking up with the players a bit better, but he got taken off. Giroud came on. Alexis Sanchez came on because he was in Chile until like Thursday night, so we had to rest him. He came on for Chamberlain, who didn't have a good game. I mean, I've been disappointed with Chamberlain. Pre-season, he was on fire. His first couple of games, he was on fire. But the Watford game weren't great. This game weren't great. You know, he can take a player on, but he needs to improve on his final delivery. I'm not sure if he's going to start the next game against PSG, but we'll have to see about that. So yeah, after that, that's when the tide turned. To be fair, Southampton had their best period in the game. Tadic and Shane Long, they were linking up nice, doing a quick few 1-2s, and again, one or two passes. We had possession of the ball, one or two passes from Southampton. They're in on goals. Shane Long had a gilt-edged chance, 1-on-1, check to beat, and you know, we put it wide, and we were kind of lucky, to be fair. As an Arsenal fan, I'll say we were lucky. He should have buried that. If it was a better striker, half-decent striker, they would have scored that. It would have been 2-1 down, and the fans would have been groaning, moaning. Pressure would have been on, and we probably would have lost the game, let's be honest. Like, we probably would have lost the game. So we were lucky he missed that. I think he had another chance, glaring header, you know, over the bar. Should have scored that as well. So we could have been looking at, 2-3-1. And I'm thinking, you know what? Before the game, I was adamant we're going to win this 2-3-0. But now I'm thinking, you know, I'll take a point. I'll take a draw. Like, as long as they don't lose this game, we can't afford to lose another game. Even though we couldn't afford to draw either, we need to win quite a few games in a row now, because we're quite far behind already. I mean, I can't believe I'm contemplating us being at the title race in September, man. Like, come on. This is the kind of, you know, start. We weren't in the best of starts. But anyway, he brought Iwobi on for Walker, who, again, he put in a good few crosses. But when Giroud came on, he stopped crossing it. So I'm thinking, well, what's going on here? Like, you're crossing it when we don't have a centre-forward that can head. Then when a centre-forward comes on that can head, you're not crossing it. It's just a massive miscommunication for me anyway. So Iwobi came on. He had a good couple of runs where he's taking on players and trying to create things and make things happen. And then we get a corner. This is like the 89th minute, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm vexed we ain't got the, you know, the 3 points, but I'll take the point, man. Like, it's better than nothing, because we could have and probably should have got nothing. So the ball comes in, the cross comes in, and someone goes down with a head injury. At the time, I didn't know who it was, but I'm thinking, oh, the ref's going to bail in a minute. He's going to bail. He has to, man, because it's a head injury. But he didn't. He delayed it. And then I think Santi Cazorla put a ball in the box. And then I think Jose Font had a tug on Giroud's shirt, and the referee blew for a penalty. Now, I was at the other end, so obviously at this time, I didn't care if it was a penalty or not. I was like, yeah, it's a penalty. We got a penalty last minute. Rah, rah, rah. But people are saying, oh, it wasn't a penalty, it wasn't a penalty. But after having a look at a few pictures on Twitter and all the social media sites, you can clearly see, and Ian Wright said it on Match of the Day too, hold tight Ian Wright, you can clearly said, you know, you can see him pulling off the Emirates off his shirt, like, he was pulling off his shirt, and referees, like, they're clamping down on them kind of things there. Like, you see in a match earlier in the season, already, I think it was Stoke and Man City, 2 penalties given in that game for people holding in the box, where last season, you would never have got a penalty in a million years for that, so... And apparently all the Premier League teams and managers have been told, yo, listen, tell your players, don't touch and hold people in the box, because we will be dishing out penalties on a regular. So for Jose Font to know that and still be thinking he can get away with it, you know what? I think it's a penalty. That's probably Arsenal bias. I ain't going to lie, but I don't care. It was a penalty. Last minute, I'm thinking, oh, please don't let Theo Walcott take it, because that penalty he took against Liverpool was terrible. And I clocked, I was like, oh, he's not even on the pitch, so that's calm. Yeah, on the pitch, we got Santi Cazorla, the man. But then I was thinking, oh, that game against, what was it, West Brom away last season, where we had a penalty in the last minute just to get a point, and he skied it. So I'm thinking, please, please, please. And there was a massive delay as well, like a proper long 5-6 minute delay for him taking the penalty because Koscielny needed treatment because it was like a head injury or eye injury or whatever. So he needed treatment. It was a long delay, but Cazorla stepped up straight down the middle. I was so happy. Yes, we're getting the 3 points, boys. Even though we had not played well at all, first league game, getting the 3 points straight down the middle, calm as you like. So I was just happy about that. Referee blew straight after that, and we got the 3 points, and that was all really I was concerned about. I was happy about. We got the win. That was it, really. But on a more serious note, we need to improve, man. I mean, I do not want to be fighting for top 4 this season. We've been fighting for top 4 for the last 10 years. I want the league. You see me? So we need to be improving in the way we're playing. I thought Mesut Ozil had a poor game. He was ineffective. But Theo Walcott, apart from a couple of dead crosses, he had a poor game as well. Chamberlain had a poor game as well. So there was a kind of a few people that need to fix up if they want to, you know, stay in this team, because our squad's not too bad this season. Our squad's okay. So hopefully Wenger can do the right thing. And if people are not fixing it up, they're out the team straight away. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for people like Iwobi to be pushing for a start. People like Granit Xhaka to be pushing for a start against them in the next game against PSG. So that's probably the one thing I would say. And hopefully Perez gets more game time up front, and he can kind of, you know, link up with people like Ozil and Santi Cazorla and Sanchez a bit better. So, you know, and to be fair, if this was like a Man United or a Chelsea or a Man City, you know, you got the old cliche, that's what champions do, win when they don't, you know, play well, blah, blah, blah. So you got to give the team credit. We grinded out the result, but we need to improve. There's going to be a better teams than Southampton that are going to come to the Emirates, you know, and with better players, and they're going to make us, you know, pay if we don't fix up the way we're playing. So we definitely need to improve. Next game's PSG. I'm definitely going to do a review game for that, so look out for that. If you want to subscribe to this channel, Arsenal Match TV, click the link below. The link below, you see me? Click it, yeah? Yeah, so yeah, that's my review of the Arsenal Southampton game. 2-1 to the Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. Come on.